Hello there.
Metal Gear, a franchise we all love and play, but if you haven't played them, please leave this video right now, because I will spoil every single game on this list. But don't worry, if you haven't played a specific game, I will not spoil it for you. Just skip right over it, and you can watch the rest. And let's start off with the ranking with Peace Walker. I always hated this game. In fact, I despised it. It turned me off the whole series. I had to take a year-long break from the series because it was just so bad. But I recently played it again, and it was not as bad as I remembered. In fact, the story is amazing. It takes place right after Metal Gear Solid 3 and before 5. Do you understand how crucial this game really is to the whole franchise? It takes place in Costa Rica, about building a Metal Gear called Peace Walker to cease all war and create peace, which we all know is a whole lot of horse crap. But the story really does expand on why the hell did Boss betray you in Metal Gear Solid 3? Because you know, that was like the saddest part. You see Big Boss cry. As the Big Boss though, you're building Outer Heaven, which no one is realistically going to, so you kidnap them and force them to join your unpaid army. Kind of a douche move if you ask me. There are no in-game cutscenes and only this comic book style, which I'm actually really fond of. I know a lot of people hate it, but it's actually really good if you think about it. It's different, it's interactive, you got QTEs. Would I prefer pre-rendered or just rendered in-game? Yes, but it's still good. And the reason for that, because it came on the PSP, which is the best handheld of all time. I think they tried to do something different, and it worked for me. Peace Walker is really Metal Gear Solid 5 before Metal Gear Solid 5, with a huge gameplay downgrade. Peace Walker came out in 2010, making it the last game before 5. The gameplay. Yeah, this gameplay I do not like. It has a watered down version of 4's, which is supposed to be good, I guess. But it really boils down to the horror levels and enemies. The enemy AI in this game is horrendous. I'm literally standing right in front of him and he just see me. I don't know how. How does that even work? Oh, and every 3 missions, you fight either a tank, or a chopper, or a goddamn flying Metal Gear, I don't even know, okay? All these bosses are just bad because you have no connection to them. They're not human, they're just machines or vehicles. That's the problem, okay? So the gameplay part is bad, the story is really good, making it overall a very solid game. Just because it's number 6 does not mean anything. This game is still a masterpiece, right? And it's just too sick. I won't even act like I know what the hell's going on in the story. But low-key, it is kind of dark. Like, what do you mean they took children's brains and are using them for God knows what? But honestly, who gives a damn when the combat is just so fun? Platinum Games really blew it out of the park. I genuinely never enjoyed such good combat in a while. They did a full 180 with the gameplay. No more waiting for a perfect moment and hiding in the shadows. No. You are the shadows. Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense. You still got some stealth, but it's way too easy to get caught, and honestly, using stealth in this game is criminal.
You're batshit insane!
Like, you need to be put on the list if you unironically want to use stealth when it got the smoothest animations, the fluidity, the flashiness, slicing and dicing through everything in the game. I'm not even exaggerating. And objectively, and I mean objectively, it has the most fun boss fights. And that's due to the gameplay. I mean, Armstrong is enough, and not for the fight specifically.
Played college ball, you know. That's a cushy Ivy League school. Try University of Texas. Nanomachines.
To understand how the hell Raiden went from doing cartwheels to turning up skyscrapers, we gotta go to the next game on this list. This game released in 2008. That's 17 years ago. And it still holds up to this day. In fact, all the games in this franchise hold up to this day. I just beat this game for the first time about like a week ago, and let me just say, this story is up there 100%. It's top 3 minimum. Was there a gazillion cutscenes? Yes. Is that a good thing? Hell yeah, at least for this game, as it ties everything in the series and clears up a whole lot of stuff, because we all know how Metal Gear Solid might be the most confusing franchise of all time. And up until now, I actually never understood, is Big Boss and Solid Snake the same person? As they had the same voice actor, so I thought Big Boss just Solid Snake but with an iPad. I'm not even joking. This game is all about war and nanomachines, which is the whole franchise, to be fair. I don't even know why I even put that in. Snake is of course old, and the game makes sure that you know he's old. And honestly, it's just so sad seeing one of the most iconic video game characters so old and practically dying in front of you in every single chapter in the game. Meanwhile, I got Raiden, a cyborg ninja, stopping a whole military grade boat if that even is a thing, with his damn back. Liquid Ocelot is an amazing antagonist. In fact, he is the antagonist of the whole series. It's mind blowing. It's not even Liquid, it's actually just Ocelot. He used like hypnotherapy, I don't know. This game is a fan service and a half. We even go back to Shadow Moses, but they ultimately ruined it by filling the whole place with these annoying balls with arms and geckos. Why would you ruin the whole area? Why couldn't you just add normal enemies? Ocelot's final battle with Snake, switching between their songs, health bars of the older games, is by far the highlight of the game for me. It's worth alone replaying the game just for that again. It was just so wholesome, yet so gruesome at the same time. The cutscenes are extremely long. In fact, 50% of the game is cutscenes. But that's the saving grace of this game for me, as the gameplay is okay at best. Nothing stands out to me, except for one mechanic which is generally amazing, Otacon's very own Octo Camo, which makes you blend in with any surface in the whole game. That is actually really unique. That is very impressive that they were able to implement it to every single surface. But other than that, the stealth is very generic. I know, I'm sorry, how dare I say such a thing about Kojima's very own, but it was. Even the areas, they were cool, but they just felt empty. And I felt like there was a lot more action this time around than stealth. The boss fights are extremely forgettable. You cannot tell me that you remember who's the second boss fight in the game. You can't. Because the lineup is by far the worst. Only Ocelot and the Metal Gear fight. I'm so happy they included that in, because we actually never got to use a Metal Gear in the whole franchise. But it's still sad. This is the only time we will ever see Snake, whether it's Big Boss or Solid Snake, ever, in a video game. I don't think MGS6 will ever happen, even though I believe we need it, because Kojima left. Speaking of Kojima, he really perfected story in this game. But the same could not be said about the next game on this list. Kojima, how dare you? And I mean, how dare you turn your back on David Hayter? He's the face of Solid Snake and Big Boss. Kiefer Sutherland isn't the problem. It's more of you ain't no Snake and David Hayter is. And Venom Snake just doesn't talk. Like the 45 hours it takes to beat this game, Snake talks like 3 minutes. 3 minutes! That's insane! As someone who's always been more of a story guy than a gameplay guy, that is vile. Snake's supposed to have presence, emotion, weight. But here, he's basically a mute side character in his own damn game. And don't get me wrong, the story is good. You got Fireman, who's also Colonel Vogan, which is an insane plot twist. I should have seen it coming, because in hindsight, it is very obvious that it was him. We got like 100th Psycho Mantis in this franchise. They just keep milking Psycho Mantis. Just let it go, okay? He's dead. Revolver Ocelot is actually your friend. He doesn't try to kill you anymore. No. He's here. You're still trying to build Outer Heaven, Diamond Dogs this time, because Skullface destroyed the older one that was in Peace Walker. And Skullface, listen, he is good. I like him. I don't know about you guys. He's definitely the most weakest out of all the main villains of each game, but he's still really good. So everything is good and dandy. But the ending was crap. Like, what the hell? So this whole time, some random soldier got the skills of Big Boss. Really? I'm genuinely so sad to see that was the conclusion of the game. And please, I beg, someone tell me that I understood it completely wrong, and I wouldn't even be surprised. Please just tell me I'm wrong. I beg you. Although the story was unfinished due to Kojima leaving at the end, the gameplay, on the other hand, is by far the best stealth mechanics ever made in a video game. Prove me wrong. I thought at first that it was extremely overrated. But looking back, there is absolutely nothing wrong with the gameplay. The animations are smooth, enemy are not idiots, kind of. Reflex mode might be the best feature and the thing that saved me the most throughout the whole playthrough. I'm grateful for it. They somehow made an open world Metal Gear game work, and that is impressive. And for the first time, you're actually not alone on the battlefield. You got D-Dog, the horse, and everyone's favorite, Quiet. Please someone tell me I'm not alone. I used to get so scared from the skull-face enemies. I hate getting chased by any enemy in any game, and those guys are quick, have a lot of health, and is scary as hell, Leave me alone. Even though you don't play as the real Snake, sadly, the next game you still don't play as Snake. This game came out in 2001, and I still can't believe my eyes. Let me show you another game that came out in 2001. Let me tell you something. Metal Gear Solid 2's story is a weird one, because on one hand, it is amazing, but it takes a lot of time to actually get good. But when it does, by golly, the plot twists are jaw-dropping. Raiden was being controlled by the Patriots to supposedly take them down. This is the only time we actually even mention Solidus in any of the games, who is the main antagonist of this game. He's the little best clone of Big Boss. He has all the good genes of Big Boss, and somehow a rookie was able to take him down. Yeah. Liquid being an Ocelot arm is interesting. is cool and all, but it just doesn't make sense. And those AI kernel calls creeps me the hell out to this day.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
And that Rose, she gotta go. She has to die. Like, bro, I'm out here disarming bombs, fighting vampires, and you're calling me in the middle of all of this. Do you remember what day it is? But that's not even the worst part of this game, because the worst part is not being able to play a snake. You do play a snake for 2 hours. That is not enough. Listen, Raiden is amazing, okay? But I want to play a snake. I'm here for Snake. I mean, I'm not here for this Pliskin guy. And let me tell you something. That 2 hours you play on the tanker mission is better than the big shell. Fight me. Clicking heads using the trank gun with that laser sight, no matter the range, will always be the best experience and the best feeling this game got. They should have given us more time with the sword, I believe, because imagine how cool it would have been to stab someone through the throat. And I'm still surprised at the attention to detail. They thought of everything, even the damn ice cubes. It was only 3 years after the first game. Speaking of which, is the next game on this list?
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me? Loud and clear.
Now, I know you're probably wondering, how the hell is this game the second best in the whole series, with the gameplay and the graphics being objectively the worst? And yes, it is. And I also never played it back in '98, so there's no nostalgic value to it. But this game is the one. Shadow Moses is the best area. It felt Resident Evil-y in a way, due to like the backtracking and needing a keycard to open this and that, and I love that. That's the reason I love Resident Evil. The layout is simple yet extremely deep. Story is my favorite. It has every single character done perfectly, even has the best boss lineup. Psycho matches controlling and reading your movements. Yeah, switch your ports. Sniper Wolf, Gray Fox is still my favorite boss fight.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
Liquid, like pure liquid now. No ocelot liquid, no, we got liquid. I know everything sounds great and all, but it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. That's the gameplay. Yeah, listen, you can't even shoot in first person, so you gotta hope and pray you're hitting your shots. Stealth is different here. You don't stab or silence pistol someone. I mean, you can, but it's not optimal at all. But what is running past them like a ghost. It ain't no easy though, because they can see and hear your footsteps, which is insane for a '98 game. Most games come out today don't even have these features. But come on, let's be honest. The best part is the voice acting. And the cutscenes. Long cutscenes, again, not heard of. Very cinematic. And just listen to David Hayter.
Metal Gear.
It can't be.
I know I'm glazing this game way too much, but it genuinely deserves the love. And I wish more people could play it. Actually, this game doesn't even have horrible controls. The controls are actually very good. They're just tanky. And this leads us to the best game in the franchise, the one, the only. Yeah, the same old Snake Eater. That's everyone's favorite. And it is, for a damn reason. It is a perfect balance between gameplay and story. And with Delta, that's even more apparent. Think about it. You get the gameplay of 5 and the story of 3. And the story is up there for the saddest. You really gotta feel for Naked Snake here. Your mentor, someone who felt like a mother to you, betrays you in your eyes, humiliates you over and over and over again. And then your mission is to eliminate? How do you even do that? It's not only hard for Snake, but it's also for the boss. You can clearly see she does not want to do this. But that's the thing. That was her mission. To die by Snake. She didn't betray him. She was forced into this, and she carried it out. The final battle was just beautiful. Snake standing over boss's body at gunpoint with the flowers flying behind him. Where are the damn tissues, man? And it's all Vulcan's fault. He just had to nuke the damn facility. That's the only reason that boss got a target on her head. Of course, I wasn't alone. We got Ava to help us, also a spy within the Cobra unit, but an actual spy from China. I don't know, she triple crossed someone. I don't know the right wording, but yeah, a bunch of crossing. Young Ocelot might be my favorite. He's insanely cocky. He can clearly see that he does respect Snake. He never wanted to kill him. He never wanted to fight him. He's actually there to help him. And the big bad, Vulcan, was intimidating. I won't lie. Bullets don't affect him in any way, shape, or form, even though they do later on. I don't know why. And he's got like 1,000,000 volts inside of him. The big boss was able to handle. Now listen, how much does it take to kill a person with electrocution? I can't find the answer, but it's less than 1 million. That's for sure. He also lost his eye, getting punched in the face, a shot to the kneecap, and survived all of that. Props to him. That's why he's big boss. He deserves the title. That's all within 5 minutes, by the way. Okay, enough story. Let's get to the fun part, the gameplay. Now, I started with the HD collection of MGS3, and that was my first game in the whole series. And I also now finished the remake, so I'm gonna talk about Delta, as I believe it is the definitive way to play this game. And if you don't agree, you're just wrong, okay? Because the only complaint about the HD collection was the controls. And they fixed it, and they gave us Metal Gear Solid 5 Combat. Come on, let's be honest, we wouldn't have it in any other way. The jungle was done perfectly, because what really sold it was the camo system. Hiding in the tall grass, that sleep is just so nice. Becoming a scientist and blending in like a hitman, also blending in his Raiden, which I'm 100% sure was a troll from Kojima due to the Raiden backlash. Now hold on. Cause that cure system, that gotta go. I mean, I see what they're trying to do, but come on. Constantly going to the menu to cure yourself ruins the whole immersion. And speaking of immersion, why the hell did Konami decide to keep the loading screen? The damn loading screen. No one asked for it, no one needs it, and no one wanted it. I know it's a 1-to-1 remake, blah blah blah. No one cares. And there was exactly zero reason to keep it at all. And the food system was getting old quite quickly. Why the hell is Snake getting hungry that fast? You just ate a full damn goat. What do you mean you're hungry 5 minutes later? The boss lineup is pretty solid. I love the characters of the Cobra unit, and the fights themselves are a good time. This was my first game in the whole series, like I said, and is what made me do this whole marathon 5 years ago. And I will always hold a special place in my heart forever. 10 out of 10 game. And that was my ranking of the whole series. Let me know your ranking down below, whether you agree or disagree, and just give me your list. Please subscribe. You don't understand how much it makes my day when I see you specifically subscribing.
With darkness and silence through the night, what a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life not for honor, but for you. In my time